Hi, bo guys, ziyakhala, ziku loudspeaker. Wah, 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 wah. Malema, it's like, hey, when I'm big, what's that? Wah, wah, wah. Why are you lying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? You know, it's like, hey, Bongan, this guy is lying. This guy, he can't go around and say Zuma is look what he's doing is counter-revolutionary. Yeah. Zuma counter-revolutionary is like, hey, Bongan, don't be deceived by this man. He went and formed COP. Oh, look, did he characterize that as counter-revolutionary? No, he didn't. He's like, no. Hey, Malema got. Jimmy, yeah, guys, Malema will be the end of us. I'm telling you. And you know, the man just went straight to something very noticeable. I mean, honestly speaking, the news that Thabo Mbeki was involved in the formation of ICOPE to a point that it has been suggested that he even drafted the constitution of ICOPE, right? COPE is what? The Congress of the People. Yeah, COPE is the Congress of the People. So it has been said that to a point that he even participated in forming that, but he has never said anything about that. Rather, he's interested in blaming other people, except to take accountability for that. Okay? I know, don't worry. We'll get into this one, provided you're interested. If you are, then please stick around. As you stick around, there are a few things that I'm requesting from you guys, and those things are: number one, I put it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, I mean, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contributing to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, now I'm gonna make you listen to what Julius Malema has got to say, right? Calling this guy a flip flop. He's like, nah, that's a flip flop. But before I allow you to listen to what he's got to say, I am interested to, let me say this rather. Listen to what he's got to say attentively, and when you're done, then we will have a conversation. I will have to ask you a few questions about some of the things that has been said by the president of EFF. So, without further ado, take a look at this.
Well, you are saying he made a U-turn. You are not saying it's a flip-flop. But if it was me who had said that, because I'm not your favorite, you would have called me names. And the good thing, Mbeki said that not so long ago, that he will not campaign for the ANC. And today he says he's going to campaign for the ANC. What has changed in policy, in form and content in the ANC? The ANC is in a much more worse situation than when he said he will not campaign for that kind of the ANC. So it was not a principled stance, it was a factional position. What Zuma is doing is not for the first time it's being done. President Mbeki was right behind COPE, and he's not going to characterize Zuma's support for MK as counter-revolution and as if his support to Cope was revolutionary. Mbalula himself called Mbeki Dalai Lama of Cope, if you remember. And everybody who worked with Mbeki, from Phumzile to Smarts Ngonyama to Mbazima Shilowa and all kinds, went to join Cope. They were not going to do that without President Mbeki's blessings. And when these people went to join Cope, what did President Mbeki do in defense of the ANC? He silently kept quiet, kept a corner because he knew what he was doing. So we have a problem of these elders in the ANC who retire and still don't want to retire. So that's a big problem. President Mbeki should have found himself a farm in Gushwa and go and stay there, and then only travel the continent and the world as a special envoy or as someone who's going to give a lecture in some of the big universities like he was doing at UNISA. But to stay in Kilani and wake up every morning to see the headlines, there is no way there won't be a temptation to want to comment on current affairs. President Mbeki is inviting himself back into the political battlefield, and that's where we are. We're going to have to respond to him. And we'll respond to him in a manner that is befitting of a response of a player, because he has refused now to become an elder. Because President Mbeki, as a statesman, as an elder, though coming from the ANC, he shouldn't be interfering with day-to-day politics of South Africa in an attempt to lead from the grave. So that we don't agree with, but we are ready for him. Let him campaign for the ANC. We will campaign for the EFF.
Okay, so what do you make about Malema's statement, right? First of all, to say that the right word that should be used there in describing or characterization of the man himself is the following: a flip-flop, right? A hypocrite. And number two, he asked a very important question. And I remember, just to give a bit of a background, I remember I did a video about it. He asked this question to say, listen, this man said he was never going to vote for ANC because it is an institution now led by criminals. I did a video about that. Then he's saying, wait, if this guy said the ANC is led by criminals, so why is he looking? That's our other questions that you will learn from the principle of speech. He's saying, why are you voting with criminals? Saying, this is me. In other words, you yourself, you are now a criminal because you have chosen to associate yourself with criminals. Because these criminals, they have not changed their identity. They are still the very same criminals. Nothing has changed. Instead, Malema makes a very important point again. And in his speech, he says, instead, the ANC has deteriorated even further than where it was at the time when he says those words. So what has changed? He couldn't define that. And I'm asking myself that, because the presupposition made, or the assertion made by or submitted by Malema says that the ANC is in a worse state than it was at the time of making such words. But yet today you are saying you will be campaigning for the ANC. What has changed? Right? It's a fair question to ask. What has changed in Mbeki's mind? I sat there and I was like, I think President Malema has got a point. Like, honestly, he's asking valid questions from where I'm seated. Obviously, depending on how you see it, I will be interested to hear your thoughts and your opinion about this. And khona vele uMbeki Vele, Mbeki. Hayi Mbeki, ayikho. Mbeki. Hayi, Thabo Mbeki udlala ngathi basha. Thabo Mbeki is not make sure, guys. What has changed, man? Can you please tell me, guys, what has changed? I'm still asking myself a question. What has changed, Babu Mbeki? 2 minutes ago, when you were not gonna vote for ANC, you were very you spoke audible, you spoke boldly, you were straight to the point when you defy or when you said these are criminals. You were, you know what I'm saying? There was, your statement was, what has changed? You know what I think has changed is, do you remember what happened on 16 December 2023? Do you remember what happened on that date? I think that is what has changed. So if that did not happen, that announcement did not happen, this will not have been a problem. You know what? I'm tired of spoon feeding you everything, telling you everything. You guys have got to figure out what happened on. You've got to figure out, Guti, what happened on 16th December. You must tell me what happened on 16th December without me having to tell you what happened on 16th December. But I think what has changed is that which happened on the 16th of December. That is the only thing that has changed, and that has made the man to change his mind and say everything and anything that the man is saying. Like, let's face it. He's one of the serious enemy of Jacob Zuma. So he was like, Jacob Zuma is leaving, he's opening his own Mkonto party. No, I'm not gonna leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? It's about time. I mean, I to him, and then that is exactly what the man is doing. Launching as much attack as possible. I'm not gonna attack you guys, but please do subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below. Click the notification bell. It does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible, right? Guys, I'm gonna see you on the next one, but until such a time, please take care.